The Life of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Introduction. Hello, everyone. Today we will listen to the story of a great musician, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. He was a genius, and his music is still loved all over the world. Let's begin his story. Early life. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born in 1756 in Salzburg, Austria. His father, Leopold Mozart, was a musician and teacher. His mother was gentle and kind, and she cared for the family. When Mozart was only 3 years old, he showed great talent. He could play the harpsichord, a small piano. At the age of 5, he wrote his first little piece of music. His father saw that his son was special. He decided to teach him and his sister, Nannerl, music every day. The young performer Mozart and his sister began to play for people. They traveled with their father to many cities. In Munich, Vienna, Paris, and London, young Mozart played for kings and queens. People were amazed. How could a little boy play the piano and violin with such skill? He was called a child prodigy, hard work and learning. But Mozart's life was not only easy. Traveling was hard in those times. The family spent many hours in carriages, on bad roads in cold weather. Still, Mozart learned from every place he visited. He listened to Italian opera, French music, and German styles. All these sounds lived in his mind, and he used them in his own music. Growing up, as Mozart grew older, he wanted to write bigger works. He wrote symphonies, operas, and church music. He worked very fast. Sometimes he finished a whole piece in just a few days. His music was full of life and feeling. Some pieces were bright and happy, others were soft and sad. His struggles. Even though Mozart was a genius, he often had money problems. He wanted freedom, not to work only for kings or churches. So he tried to live as a free musician in Vienna. But this was difficult. Sometimes people loved his music. Sometimes they ignored it. He often had debts and asked friends for help. Famous works. Still, Mozart created many masterpieces. Some of his most famous works are the opera, The Magic Flute, the opera Don Giovanni, the Symphony No. 40 in G minor. His piano concertos. His music was clear, full of energy, and touched people's hearts. His last years. In his last years, Mozart's health became weak, but he continued to work. In 1791, he began to write a great piece of church music, the Requiem. Sadly, he did not finish it. Mozart died in December 1791, when he was only 35 years old. He was poor, and his funeral was simple, with few people attending. His legacy. But after his death, people began to see how great his music was. Today, Mozart is remembered as one of the greatest composers in history. His music is played in concert halls, in operas, and even in films. Mozart once said, "Neither a lofty degree of intelligence nor imagination, nor both together, go to the making of genius. Love, 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 that is the soul of genius." His life was short, but his music lives forever. 15 words in Vocabulary 1. Genius, a person with very great ability. 2. Harpsichord, an early keyboard instrument like a piano. Third piece, a single work of music. 4. Teach, to help someone learn. 5. Travel, to go from one place to another. 6. Prodigy, a child with very special talent. 7. Carriage, a vehicle pulled by horses. 8. Opera, a play with music and singing. 9th Symphony, a large piece of music for an orchestra. 10. Church, a place for Christian worship. 11. Debts, money you must pay back. 12th. Concerto, music for one instrument with an orchestra. 13th. Requiem, special music for the dead. 14. Funeral, a ceremony for someone who has died. 15. Legacy, what a person leaves behind after death. Thank you for listening to the story of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. His life was short, but his music continues to inspire the world. I hope this story has given you both knowledge and encouragement. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. And remember, every great life leaves a legacy, just as Mozart left his music for us. See you next time.